Hi, today I'll be speaking to you about the Rastafarian religion. I'll inform you on its beginning, their beliefs, and also some of their practices. The founder of the Rastafarian religion was Marcus Garvey, a black Jamaican who taught in the 1920s and is also considered a second John the Baptist. It was founded in Jamaica on November 2nd, 1930, the year Emperor Haile Selassie was crowned, but based in a movement of the 1920s. Rastafarians believe in the Judeo-Christian God whom they call Jah. In general, Rastafarian beliefs are based in Judaism and Christianity with an emphasis on the Old Testament laws and prophecies and the book of Revelation. They believe that Jah was manifested here on earth as both Jesus, who Rastas believe was black, and Emperor Haile Selassie. Selassie is referred to as His Imperial Majesty, HIM. Rastafarians do not believe in an afterlife, but instead look to Africa, called Zion, as a heaven here on earth. The true Rastas are believed to be immortal, both physically and spiritually, a concept called ever-living. An important Rastafarian concept is I and I, which is said instead of you and I. It emphasizes the oneness between humanity and God as well as the equality of all humans. Rastafarians are perhaps best known for their religious use of marijuana, which grows plentifully in Jamaica. Rastas know it as ganja, the holy herb, and believe it was given by God. Scriptural support is found especially in Psalm 104:14. He calls it the grass for the cattle and herb for the service of man. Other texts interpreted to refer to cannabis include Genesis 3:18, Exodus 10:12, and Proverbs 15:17. The Nyabingi, or Bingi for short, is a dance held on Rasta holidays and special occasions. These dances can last for several days and bring together hundreds of Rastafarians from all over Jamaica. One of the most visible practices of Rastafarians is the wearing of one's hair in dreadlocks. They do this because of a passage in the Bible which speaks against cutting one's hair. The other main Rasta symbol besides dreadlocks are the colors red, gold, and green. The red stands for the blood of the animals all throughout the earth. The gold stands for the treasures of Africa, and the green stands for the lush vegetation. Many Rastafari are physical immortalists who maintain that the chosen few will continue to live forever in their current bodies. This is commonly called life ever living. Ever living replaces the term everlasting to avoid the negative word sound of last implying an end. Rastas say their life will never have an end, but will be ever living with Jah as king. Rastas strongly reject the idea that heaven is in the sky or is a place where dead people go, and instead see heaven as being a place on earth, specifically Ethiopia. Music has long played an integral role in Rastafari, and the connection between the movement and various kinds of music has become well known due to the international fame of reggae musicians such as Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. Nyabingi chants are played at worship ceremonies called groundations that include drumming, chanting, and dancing, along with prayer and ritual smoking of cannabis. The name Nyabingi comes from an East African movement from the 1850s to the 1950s that was led by the people who militarily opposed European imperialism. This form of Nyabingi was centered around Mahumusa, a healing woman from Uganda who organized resistance against German colonialists. In Jamaica, the concepts of Nyabingi were appropriated for similar anti-colonial efforts and is often danced to invoke the power of Jah against an oppressor. The drum is a symbol of the Africanness of Rastafari, and some mansions assert the Jah's spirits of divine energy is present in the drum. African music survived slavery because many slave owners encouraged it as a method of keeping morale high. Afro-Caribbean music arose with the influx of influences from the native peoples of Jamaica, as well as the European slave owners. Rastafarianism is a movement among black Jamaicans that teaches the eventual redemption of blacks and their return to Africa.